gentlemen, it's a massive day for the unemployed.
Massive day for the unemployed. The Dean
I love
Withers
this man.
files
Not Dean Withers, WestJet.
just dropped it. Oh boy, this started a storm.
Okay.
Just in, White Dudes for Harris co-founder and DNC TikTok darling Dean Withers is being accused of sexual assault by multiple men who claim he took advantage of them when they were underage.
Context, this guy has accused Donald Trump of being a rapist like every day that he lives and breathes, which I believe he's pushed over 200 false allegations in the past just 2 years that were documented on Twitter. Just on Twitter post. I really want you to think about that. That's almost a false accusation every 3 days.
Don't know who this dude is? Lucky you. Basically, he's one of these political commentators who's best known for getting Charlie Kirked.
Welcome into Sport Trump.
We are Charlie Kirk.
Pretty impressive vocals, but those are now 2 bands back to back.
Are you going to tell me that yet another male feminist
I want to remind you the way that Dean Withers argues with people is that he talks really, really, really fast and then insults you with ad hominem attacks and talks over you whenever you try to get a counterpoint out. He has no argumentative skills at all. He's simply just a jackass.
turns out to be a pervert? Leave victims from Pokemon.
Yep.
I would feel bad, but Dean and people like him have spent years intentionally misrepresenting and misunderstanding things.
True.
I hate to say it, but I'm actually glad this is happening.
Yep.
Leftists are finally facing the same reputation destruction they used to control discourse for years.
Yep.
And then Asmongold's Frogan. So we believing victims this time at Dean. Dean Withers.
Can we just say Tectone? Like, for real. Like, can we just say Tectone at this point? Or like, how long are we going to just say Tectone, motherfucker? Like, I want you to look at this. This is you pulling up Emerald Apple, right? You say nothing. This is you pulling up
victims
Asmongold.
from Pokemon. I would feel bad, but
Just read the fucking comment. You don't even got to say who it's from. Just read what I'm... You don't have to introduce me as that every time. Every time. Anyways.
assault claims from a fake account. Withers calls the accusation baseless, tracing them to a fake Emily profile that stole photos from an Australian minor who has disavowed the posts, and the account vanished after scrutiny. Right-wing Twitter has decided to...
I'm going to give a hot take. I think it is morally more acceptable to engage with blatant, false, fake accusations from random Twitter users on the internet saying random shit than Dean Withers, who goes in on Donald Trump because a woman 36 years ago pushed a civil suit on him, which have a much lower standard of proof against a biased judge as well. And he goes in on a civil suit loss every single day, pretending it's a criminal conviction. Because people who pretend civil suit losses are the same thing as criminal convictions are less than scum, because it's leading to the outbreak of madness and left-wing liberals fucking everywhere who can't differentiate the two. Fuck this dude.
peddle a false allegation against me all over the timeline, and he posts a video of the girl's explanation.
Saying that someone's impersonating me and using my photos to accuse someone, Dean Withers, of assault. This was the picture someone put in my TikTok comments, and this was the picture I posted on Instagram. Same with here, this was posted in July, and now I find this 4 days ago on TikTok.
Oh my
on this
God.
photo, you can see there's a little scribble at the top of the screen. This is because, as you can see in the next photo, that's where the lyrics were in my Instagram photo.
This doesn't even need to be said, but using a minor to spread fake allegations is a up thing to do, and
Absolutely.
it's terrible. And I think a lot of people were willing to overlook this fact because they don't like Dean Withers. But the reason...
No, WestJet. That's not why. They are doing this to Dean Withers because he has done that to literal hundreds of people. Donald Trump is one. He's gone in on Nuxtalk, he's gone in on Asmongold, he's gone in on me, pushing any false allegation he can, even saying we should trust people with zero proof because it's the right thing to do. The guy is a piece of shit. He is a virtue signaling loser, and now we are taking his advice and we're doing it exactly to him.
why a lot of people
And this is what happens when you don't push back against allegations where there's literally zero evidence.
were rejoicing.
And because nobody fucking likes him.
over this because Dean Withers allegedly has accused other people without any evidence himself.
Yep.
Advocates Frogan again. Out of respect for Dean, we should believe all victims without evidence, as this is exactly what he tells us to do.
39,000 likes.
You work with kids. How do you feel about Donald Trump admitting to exploiting naked women and kids on Howard Stern's radio show in 2005, and being credibly accused in the Epstein files of doing things?
And you're accused too. So what does that have to do with anything?
Yep.
What? Why would you
Trump.
say that?
So you're getting.
Yeah, it doesn't feel good, does it? Credibly accused. He was credibly accused. Yeah, there's a photo of this guy and a woman in the same photo. They're credibly accused. Shut the fuck up. If the accusations were so credible, why is Donald Trump not in jail? If Donald Trump is such a prolific pedophile, why is he not in jail? Shut the fuck up.
He was like real defeated over this. He was tearing up. He was sad, man. Like, I kind of feel bad for the kid, which is what I'd say if I had empathy, because holy moly, I don't care.
Yep.
Okay, because guess what? It's not a f***ing vape. It's an anxiety pin.
Again, this kid's a clown, but this is too far. That doesn't even really need to be said.
From you guys to please report any videos you see with my pictures in it, and please note that I am a minor and I gave nobody permission to use my photos online for these situations.
And of course, in true TikTok brain fashion.
And by the way, I've seen almost nobody using this minor as a way to push false allegations. I've just seen random fucking dudes claiming that they're 12 years old, that Dean Withers raped him. And this is all just a point to make Dean Withers realize all he does is enable false allegations. And the moment it happens to him, he breaks down like a little pussy. Also, what the fuck is up with his teeth? Bro, he got some like troglodyte caveman teeth. Jesus Christ.
He made a response in the short
Dean raped your dog? I'm so sorry he did that, man. I believe victims.
form content, so let's give it a watch.
This is the most serious video I've ever made. A Trump supporter stole the identity of an innocent 13-year-old girl to falsely accuse me of with supporting evidence of poorly botched fake DMs in an attempt to illegitimately deplatform me.
Again, I'm not even American.
It's crazy how Dean is so against fake DMs, but he's not against women lying. And he's also not against women blatantly lying in court. So I find that very interesting, Dean, that when it's against everybody else, you're cool with it. When it happens to you, you go, boom, 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 wait. It's like you're posturing yourself to be a hero of the women. When in reality, you know how corrupt and how dangerous this line of living is.
Don't care. Left wing, right wing, they're both on the same bird.
For legal reasons, that's a joke.
Regardless.
I also completely disagree with that. I think people who say left wing and right wing are completely the same. You're just wrong. I mean, once again, I am going to show you this graph. Left wing and right wing, we need the right wing right now. We do not need the left wing right now. Statistically, factually, we don't need it. Okay, this is centrist. You need to be right here. This right here is where all of the sane people are at. Everywhere else, you're either retarded or you're a pussy. And I do genuinely think that. If you don't think that we don't need to regress society back 20, 30 years, you're nuts. If you are content with how society is right now, you're nuts. If you think transgenderism needs to be pushed in school right now, you're fucking nuts. We need to revert the damage that has been done unto our nation, obviously. If you don't think we need to get illegals out of our country, you are crazy. We need the right wings because those are the people who are pushing for the change we desperately need in this world. This is not an opinion. This is a fact. Obviously. And everybody knows this, but they're too much a pussy to say it. Everyone knows I'm right about this.
Of your politics, everybody can agree that using a real minor in this case is terrible and cringe.
As we speak, not all, but
WestJet's fallen for a psyop here. Barely anybody are talking about this woman whatsoever. It's literally just random Twitter users saying, I'm a 12-year-old boy and Dean raped me. Like, it's literally like 30-year-old men pretending to be kids. Like, Dean used that as a way to get people to stop talking, when in reality, nobody's even talking about this chick. I didn't even know that this chick existed. That's what's crazy. Because if I knew the allegations were about him fucking a girl, I would have immediately discredited it because we all know Dean Withers is gay, right? So obviously it has to be dudes.
Millions of Republicans across the internet have continued to knowingly peddle this false allegation and could what only be described as an attempt to get me or to get me to leading to the police calling me, informing me of a bomb threat.
Yo, this escalated quickly, Jesus. The internet is making this.
Well, yeah, he's also just giving a fucking sob story. Bro, I've been swatted 5 times over shit that I didn't do. I want to remind you, Dean, I got a fucking swatting threat called on me because the police were told that I was raping 13 8-year-old girls in my attic. Okay, these things are not exclusive to you, and this is the behavior that you enable on many other content creators. So, Dean, no one should feel bad for you because this is the reality that you push every day.
Dude out to be the boy who cried wolf, because now they're like, damn, Dean, now you know how these allegations feel and how life-ruining.
Date and time.
I like how he's explaining all this because he completely misses the point that this is just about him knowingly pushing false allegation on people his entire career. No one should feel bad for this guy.
A video to clear this up.
Identity stolen, aka took some photos off their Instagram.
It remind me of the video Walter made.
Even in orders haven't cared.
Oh my God, people support Trump. The real evil pedophile rapist. Oh,
News story on Twitter.
Irony of you.
Bro, they told the internet that I lost in criminal court. Like, this is the exact same shit you pushed on me. Tectone Finder. I find tectones. Weston, I'm done reacting to your fucking videos. I'm done. I'm done with this shit, bro. I'm done with this.
Crying about false accusations while you put my screenshot up, accusing me of saying you did it. The screenshot of my post specifically says you were accused, which you were. Also,
you know what the crazy thing is, WestJet? You shit on me nonstop when I've been nothing but good to you. All you could do, legitimately, and everybody on Earth would find it even funnier if you were just to replace your Tectone jokes with Mizkif. Legit. If you were to do the exact same jokes, but you just put Mizkif, everybody would find it infinitely funnier. They would. They really would. They really would. Try it for a video. You're nerfing your own content because legitimately 40% of your audience is mine. So you might as well just stop. Stop. You live in Canada. Okay? I'm not having a fucking Canadian make a joke on my name.
Blocking out the word and we have chat screenshots of you used to drop the N-word. Hilarious. Oh, bro.
Who you are.
Oh my gosh.
To take a hit of that anxiety pad, dude. Yep. Stop. Dean is guilty.
But I can't believe the guy who promotes false allegations received false allegations. Dude, this guy is such a pussy.
Leave the woman no matter what.
Yep. Yep.
Like, you might not like what this guy says, but like contacting his local police force is very cringe.
Yeah, show proof of it. Show proof that happened. Otherwise, I don't believe it. I showed a photo of me getting swatted. Where is the photo of Dean getting swatted? Where is it? Where's the proof? I don't believe this guy at all. All this guy does is fucking lie. Why would we believe him?
Hey, I'm getting transferred over to the officer right now.
It's an old Chinese saying, you know, 2 wrongs don't make a white. Wait, you don't like...
Him getting a phone call from an officer is not the same as a swatting attempt on his house. That is incredibly different. One is a nice phone call. The other one is 8 people are busting into your house pointing guns at your head.
Fake allegations now? Okay, do calling Trump a p***ile. Yep. Welcome to Karma, Dean. It's not about me. It's about you guys fully endorsing stealing the identity of a minor to peddle false allegations against an influential man.
There it is. No apology to Trump or correction at all.
She's been getting harassed and attacked in the name of your war of payback on the left. Even though he's sort of dodging the guy's question, he does have a point. And albeit, while I haven't seen anybody endorsing the behavior of the dude who made that, and again, that's the thing, I feel like it doesn't need to be said. I think everyone's on the same page.
Here's the reality, man. Until you stoop to the crazy ass shit the left has been doing to the right for years, the right will continue to lose. Once again, I have no sympathy in my heart for Dean Withers at all.
That a dude who's literally stealing the identity of a minor to peddle false allegations is a piece of shit. Like, this isn't a mystery. And again, people like Asmongold aren't endorsing this behavior. They're just saying, Dean, you're known to obfuscate things. Get Dean gets emotional after arguing with someone about the allegations.
Wrong.
I proved it wrong by showing that the DMs were fake. F you.
And listen, it can
no,
be
no,
fake.
No. Did I show? Shut up. Did I show that the DMs were fake?
Give me a little anxiety pen, all right?
Answer the question. Yes, I am. I am getting loud.
Anxiety pen comments are crazy.
In telling me that I vape, Cody, I need you to hear me when I say this.
I didn't say that.
I don't vape. You
Go
are
get that pen, dude.
you
Go
are
get that pen
accusing
off
a
the
victim of
side.
domestic violence of somebody.
Dean, you have also said that other people who get raped are more likely to become rapists, so you shouldn't have sympathy for that story. Hassan says the exact same thing. What are we doing here?
After I've proven that they're
Yeah, you're a
completely
victim.
fake. All right, bro.
Right? You're a victim because you're on the receiving end.
Like onions, there are layers to this.
Yeah, keep running from the truth.
Why would you do this? And welcome into You Sport Trump.
Yo, you me, bro.
All right, that's it for this. That's it for the night. Peace, love, goodbye.
Why are we still here?
So good.
Just to suffer.
So
Dean Withers
good.
having a false sexual assault allegation made against him does not mean that you should not believe victims moving forward.
Here we
The
go.
Believe All Victims movement does not mean that you have to believe people who are clearly lying.
But again, this is TikTok.
Yeah, but how do you know they're clearly lying? How do you know? The problem is, it's impossible to differentiate people who are telling the truth from people who are lying because there's so many bad actors. So here's what you should believe. Fucking proof or evidence. Duh. And yeah, a woman who says, I got raped 8 years ago, but I didn't realize I was getting raped at the time. And yeah, I stayed with him for 2 years after the brutal raping, and we had tons of consensual sex after the brutal raping. But now that we broke up, I think I was raped. When people like that get believed, the world is fucked. I'm sorry, if you're a woman who was not a minor or underneath the abuse or the effects of drugs or alcohol, and you say, I didn't know that I was getting raped, you're an evil, vindictive liar. And everybody knows that.
Cuckoo land. In the real world, it's innocent until proven guilty. And while you should believe victims, as in, you know, take allegations seriously, but you should also at the same time support a fair investigation. And
Oh, I'm being completely honest. I'm done taking allegations seriously. You know what I'll believe? I will believe when a woman contacts the police. When someone says, I am being investigated by the police, I will then take it seriously. But when people go to Twitter and say, this horrible thing happened to me, I don't care. Contact the police or I don't want to hear it at all. And then whatever the police say, I will believe. If the police suspend their investigation, the man is innocent. It's really that easy. It's really that easy. And until the police say, this man is found guilty, they will be treated as if they are innocent. It's really that easy. And that is how every human being on earth should operate, obviously. And this is the part where you're supposed to spam true. And I will wait. Guys, you are going to cross this line in the sand. You know I'm right, and you will say true when I say this. It's really that easy. This is something that I feel so impassioned about, where I am so tired of seeing man after man after man after man after man lose their fucking career over nothing. Over nothing. Tobuscus, Saikuno, Rich Campbell, shit, Donald Trump every single day. It is ridiculous. I am tired of these evil, vindictive liars abusing our court justice systems and intentionally not taking it to the police because they know if they did, they themselves would get fucked for pushing out a false police report. It is embarrassing.
don't abandon all reasoning.
Oh, and Blizzard. World of Warcraft was obliterated because of stupid fucking women pushing false allegations. One of the greatest video games of all time was completely decimated from women taking advantage of the court justice system. And there is no happy ending for all those men wrongfully accused. It's pathetic. It makes me so angry. And I understand some of you guys may not care about how dangerous false allegations are. But I can't tell you how much you can help by merely speaking against these lying, vindictive foes. Because a lot of the men who get wrongfully accused, they can no longer speak for themselves. They can't. They cannot speak for themselves. So I cannot tell you how much help you guys can do by speaking for those who are now voiceless, because the court justice system is a joke. There's hundreds of men, including Johnny Depp, who have had their life obliterated. And sure, a lot of these men picked up the pieces, but we can all agree a lot of these people face shit they should have never had to go through because these women are evil. They are fucking evil, and they know what they're doing. So W's in the chat for all men who are currently putting one foot in front of the other who have to deal with any of this capacity. And it's crazy because I believe at least every single man watching this video here today has been falsely accused of something in their life. Remember how angry that made you. Remember the pain that caused you, and seek to right the wrongs of the world that these evil, vindictive attempt to push on men every single fucking day.
Text and evidence.
They're trying their best, guys. They're trying their best, bro.
And even worse is all these pussy-ass men who empower the women to do so.
They're really trying their best.
He is clearly visibly bothered by this, and he's essentially feeding the trolls, which is why they're gonna keep pushing. Story time! Back in the day, someone on Twitter accused me of They said that I'm a landlord and I'm exploiting.
Every male content creator has been falsely accused. Every single one. Any man that stands for something has been accused of something to take them down. I shit you not, guys. I haven't just been falsely accused once. Guys, I've been falsely accused over 7 times. The only issue is you guys have only heard of maybe 1 or 2 of them, or 3, who knows? And I tell every single story. I've shared every single one of these stories on Rumble. It is something that men, strong-willed men, will experience at some point in their life. And the worst thing is, and here's the worst part, it's going to come from somebody who you care about, and somebody who you took care of, and someone who you actually, like. That's the worst thing, because the people you let in deeper are the ones who have the ability to destroy you from the inside out. It is, Turkey Tom as well. Turkey Tom's career would be over if his relationship was in close proximity. He's lucky it was long distance. Otherwise, he would never have the DMs to prove his innocence. And even still, if that went to the court of law, who knows if it would have held up. That's what's ridiculous.
My tenant for and all I said was, news to me, I'm a landlord. Maybe I'm straight up a sociopath, but the allegations are so obviously fake, I doubt anybody who watches this dude took them seriously and changed their opinion on him. Like, he was better off just saying, you got me.
Yep.
Subscribe if you hit your anxiety pen every single day.
I absolutely agree. I've talked to Westjet before. I can't believe he's never shared me that story about him being falsely accused. But it really does go to show that if you are a good man and if you stand for something, women cannot stand to see that, and they will attempt to destroy you at all costs. And I think that's fucking sickening.